Okay, everybody, we're here. Whoa. I was just about to do a show and I heard my pistol shrimp down there that I haven't seen in months, but I hear them all the time. Anyways, this is my tank. It's been set up now for about a year and a half, and that's what this video is about, to show you my tank after a year and a half. A year and a half ago, my tank was just a 55-gallon tank with a hang-on-back filter and a really cheap light. Now, I've come quite a long ways. I've learned a lot, and there's some things that I do my own way, and there's some things that I do because other people say it's the best way. But I'm just going to go through and show you what I've got, and we'll go from there. First off, that starfish is fake. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This is a J-bow pump. Yes, it's covered in algae, and yes, I love it. It only cost me like 90 bucks on eBay. Came with a controller. Everything was in the package that I needed. It's magnetic. It's never moved since I put it up there. I fucking love it too. It's great. Let's see, what else do I have here? I have yes, Odyssey 4-bulb light fixture. Let's see, is it going to tune? No, it's not. But I love it. Oh, it's awesome. It came with a timer, built-in timer. The thing is just fucking awesome. I've been using that for a long time now, longer than the pump. Not a problem. Pretty soon, maybe I'll replace the lights, maybe another 6 months. I think I got this about 6 months after I started. Whatever. Now, these are the super awesome, cool LED lights. $16 on Amazon. And they change all kinds of crazy colors, as you can see. They have this awesome remote. It's pretty cool. 16 bucks. Amazon. All you gotta do is get your own power supply. Another cool thing, if you look in some of my previous videos, I have a tank that used to be right here. It's not there anymore. I'm gonna pause real quick. It's not gonna seem like it in the video, but I'll show you my old tank. Okay, we're back. This is the tank that I used to have up there. It was really cool, man. I had an octopus and all that crap in there. I had 2 octopuses later. I had an eel in there. I mean, it was really cool, but then the salt creep started really fucking my wall up and creeping down and getting to the electrical outlet and stuff, and it was just a bad idea. Didn't want to do that no more. So let's flick on the lights. We can see who's in there. This guy, he's freaking awesome. Look, he's fucking cool. He usually will wave to you. No, who cares? But then we got him in there. He's such a dickhead. He killed quite a few fish, so I put him in there to deal with him. But this is my algae growing setup. I grow Kato, and I give it away, and I trade it for corals, and actually I give it to one wholesaler guy who sells a lot of this Kato to fish stores and on the internet. It's pretty cool. This is my first big Kato setup. I have another setup under my tank. It's just my refugium, and we'll move on to that in a minute. Pausing. I'm gonna go back to the other tank. Okay, we're back to this tank. I know I've been talking a lot, but if you see in there, I've got the Finex Refugium box with light kit. So far, I mean, that thing's pretty badass. I put red macroalgae in it. Luckily, I live next to the river, and I can go down to the river, a saltwater river, and get this stuff, this red macroalgae. And if I had tangs, I'd be able to grow my own food. They love this stuff. They die for this stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have any tangs. I just grow it for filtration purposes, and when it gets too big, I give it away to people. No big deal. I'm in a club, and it's cool. But I love that thing. It's real simple. I just tapped, that's the inlet right there. I just tapped that right into my return, and it kind of doubles as a as whenever, if my power goes out, my water level drops, and then it sucks air from the refugium, and it doesn't suck all the water out of my fish tank. It's pretty cool. Great idea. But other than that, my setup's pretty basic. I got an overflow. My tank's not drilled, so I got an overflow. It goes down to my refugium, and this big black box is a some type of homemade chiller. I think it's a half horse. Does awesome. And right here, this pipe is from my auto top off, which is sitting over there. Just using regular aqua lifter pump. Pretty awesome on a timer. If you want to see more, I got a video on that. But basically, my water drops down. First stage here is just mechanical filtration. I don't want, this tries to stop all the sand. I don't want all the sand getting into my pumps. It saves my cheap skimmer. I got a cheap SCA skimmer. It's not turned on right now. I just fed earlier, and whenever I feed, it goes fucking crazy, so I turned it off. And I'll turn it on in a couple more hours from now. But I try to save this from the pump from having to go through the sand. Any of the pumps, they don't like sand. But this SCA skimmer, that thing is fucking awesome. You can see that tube running along the back. It goes, and I usually wet skim just a little bit so that I think it's more efficient, in my opinion. I don't know if it might not be right or wrong. Who gives a fuck? But anyways, this is my refugium. I grow quite a bit of macro in here. I don't know, man. It works pretty good for me. I like it a lot. And then this is my section where I grow plants. I grow some type of vines that I found on the beach, and then I also have these red mangroves. Pretty cool. And then I keep it really clean in here just by keeping that guy right there. It's one of those purple emerald crabs, and he just seems to eat all the shit that looks like shit. Pretty cool. This is Jack. He just sits down here and keeps an eye on things. This is the shit bottle. And then, let's see, can you see it? I have well, I guess you can't really see it, but I have a reactor made by two little fishes back there. It holds phosphate, whatever, and whatever the other shit is. I don't know. Fuck it. And pretty much removes impurities, you know, ammonia, nitrates, phosphates, whatever the fuck. Let's see. We're going back up to the top here. That's my controller for my Jabo pump. I've been using that for 6 months now, and the thing has not been any different other than the algae growing on it. But plastic's plastic, I assume, right? That's it for equipment-wise. Other than these lights, I'll just touch on it real quick. These lights, I get them from Walmart. They're like 9 something a piece, and they are really bright. They're over 1,000 lumens a piece. They're the floodlights. They're CFLs inside of a protective cover, and I think they're 6500K or really close to it. And they have a really nice blue color. You might not be able to tell in the video, but in person they look great. Moving on to my tank. I just fed, so some things might look a little funny, but there's some A cans and trumpets and zoos and one little I don't know what the hell that thing is anymore. Recordia, yeah, duh. Got all kind of stuff. That's my skull. I got them from Party City or Walmart or some shit. I don't know. I glued it to a rock so it wouldn't float away. But I got all kind of neat things in here. That's one of my favorites right there. I got that from Seaside Reefs. You can find that guy online. That guy's pretty cool. Actually, I got quite a few of these corals from Seaside Reefs, and then there's another place by my house called Beachside Aquatics. Another place called Trident. But I try to support most of the local businesses around my house. I live in Central Florida, and there seems to be quite a few different places that sell coral. I try to give my support to each of them because they support my club. I'm in Brevard Area Reef Society. It's a club down here in Central Florida, Space Coast, Florida. And so I try to support them too. But this is my setup. Look at this awesome rock, man. This whole piece of rock, it's huge. It goes from here all the way up there with all that star polyp on there. Man, I got a great deal on that from Beachside Aquatics. Got all kind of cool stuff in there. This star polyp growing right here, that was one of the first corals I bought from ever, and it was from Trident Pet Supplies, or whatever they really call themselves, over on Babcock in Palm Bay, Florida. I bought that on a little tiny frag, and it's just blown up. It's on there, it's there, and there. That's all the same frag. It's awesome. And I got all these Kenya trees from some crazy guy in our club. He's a pretty cool guy. He'll probably comment on the video, say something retarded or something, I don't know. But that's my setup. You guys have a good night.